Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Cup of Joe. Now, you may have noticed it's September, and the Blue Jays are still playing meaningful baseball. Now, to some people, this might not mean much. To some people, it means a lot. Myself, I've been walking around in a nostalgic haze for the last about 2.5 weeks. So I'm going to try to not turn this into a giggle fest, and I am going to report on sort of the happenings of our Toronto Blue Jays. First of all, I must have been in Toronto too long, because as the trade deadline approached, I have to be honest, I was expecting to see some tinkering around the edges. I thought we were probably going to debate between whether we needed a starter or a reliever. We're going to make some minor changes, and then after the trade deadline would start the typical downward spiral that has come to epitomize all Toronto sports teams. Raptors seem to have been lifting the bar, and it seems like the Jays have been taking notice. And yeah, here's how it went down for me, okay? So I'm expecting to hear what kind of pitcher we're looking for, who we're going to grab, and just before the trade deadline gets here, I hear we got Troy Tulowitzki. We got possibly the best shortstop in the game. So I sit up and I say, wait a minute, something's different here. What's going on? Fair enough. What's next? So next we go and we get David Price, which, you know, there was rumors. People were like, we're going to go for him. We're going to go after him. Can we get him? I didn't know if we could land him or not. So again, I'm happy as a pig in mud. We got the shortstop. We got the ace pitcher, but we're not even done yet. We went on and we get Lowe for relief. We pick up Ben Revere, a contact hitter, for left field. We might have the best outfield in baseball right now, ladies and gentlemen. Now consider this. At the beginning of the season, our center fielder was Dalton Pompey. Since then, Dalton Pompey got demoted to AAA baseball, then AA baseball, and we had a guy named Pilar, Kevin Pilar. He's in left field filling in for Saunders, right? He's filling in. You may remember on Cup of Joe, I asked Dean, do you think he's going to make it? Do you think he's going to be good enough? This guy has been the heart of the organization on defense. He earned a starting spot in left field, then earned the starting spot in center field. So we had a guy that was starting in center field, and we ended up sending him down to AA ball, and we had a guy that wasn't even a starter on our team, and he's now the starting center fielder. You know what I mean? This is just phenomenal what's happening right now. Anyways, so since these acquisitions, Blue Jays have been on fire, right? Here's the thing. We were about 8 games back before we got Troy Tulowitzki. We were about 8 games back from the Yankees. And I was thinking after the trade deadline, we're going to make a push for, second wild card spot, first wild card spot. We make a couple trades. I'm like, we can do this. These Blue Jays want to be the cream of the crop. These Blue Jays want to be the elite in that division. They want to beat the Yankees. And at 8 games back, I thought about it. I said, we could do this, man. This is phenomenal. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself here. So what we've done is we took the best lineup in baseball and we possibly made it better. We picked up some contact hitters because, we hit a lot of home runs. We need the guys to be getting on base. And I'll be honest, if you look at our averages down the line, when people get on base, the averages go up. A guy like Smoke, who's batting somewhere in the low 200s, all of a sudden you put runners in scoring position, he's batting almost 350. Like, wait a minute, it's like a pinball machine. The lights went off and the Jays just come out to play. So my next thing is the pitching. We had Hutch. Hutch got sent down to the minors. The guy's 12-2. This is a wealth of riches that we have here. Where we have too much. We don't even know what to do with it. So my next question, or I guess my only question is, as Stroman becomes more healthy and he's ready to go, if he's ready to go, what do we do? Do we slide him into the starting lineup? We're not going to have 5 pitchers going for the playoffs, right? We're going to have 4, maybe even 3. So there's a lot of competition there. So who's going to be the 3 guys? I'm thinking Stroman, we keep him as a middle reliever. You know what I mean? If he can come back and he's healthy, they haven't seen him all year. The hitters haven't seen him. And he's a guy that we can keep in case one of the starters has a dud, which, by the way, these guys have been pitching phenomenal, right? All of them phenomenal. Now, here's my only concern is the early runs. They tend to jump on us early and put up 2 or 3 runs. But still, we settle in. R.A. Dickey settles in nicely. David Price settles in nicely. All good. Osuna. No more closer by commission. We have a bona fide guy. This guy looks hot. Always. It's awesome. Anyways, what this means is that the Blue Jays may or may not be able to win the AL East again for the first time in, 20 years, right? And I'll tell you this, as exciting as it is watching these games in September, because there's no weak spots in our lineup and there's no boring spot in the game because anything can happen at any given time, as fun as that is, if we get to playoffs, ladies and gentlemen, we're in for a treat. I've said it before, playoff baseball is something else. There's something magical about it, and the Blue Jays seem intent on doing it. So what we've done is we've made the lineup better. We've picked up hard-nosed defensive guys, Derek Jeter-type players, right? Donaldson, this guy is a hard-nosed defensive player. Pilar, again, heart of the defense out there. right? Ben Revere, same deal. We're getting it from everybody. Tulowitzki, this guy, same deal, always throws on the run, right? This guy is a mover and a shaker at shortstop. There's no other way to put it. I'm beside myself, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in my glee. Thank you to the Blue Jays. That's all I can say. And I hope that the rest of Canada is enjoying it as much as I am. Yeah, that's about it for the Blue Jays. Just all good. I don't think I've ever done a Cup of Joe episode where everything was good. You know what I mean? So yeah, go Blue Jays. I'd like to know how you feel about it. I hope you guys are as happy as I am. Maybe you guys have concerns. What's going on? Maybe you think that sending Hutch down is gonna bite us in the end. But he came back up and he pitched a gem. You know what I mean? First game back, didn't skip a beat. These guys are for real, and this is a lot of fun to watch. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Again, that's just me, Cup of Joe. You can always reach out to us at the website, cupofjoecanada.com. You can follow us on the Twitter for all of the Blue Jays highlights and updates. We're going to be following them, sending out the stats and anything interesting that's going on with the Blue Jays for the next, hopefully 2 months, 3 months, So yeah, that's at Cup of Joe Canada.